Our trap play worked. They'll follow me for sure.
Good.
Let's go, Meat. It's the same initials as our last guy with cardio issues that we just broke down, LS for Luis Saldana. And here's another LS with similar cardio issues. And this time his name is Leonardo Santos. And to me, Meat, that means it's a capital L apostrophe S for both these dudes because cardio issues versus my boy Jared Flash Gordon will not suit you well. I mean, Jared Gordon is at this point a solid 10-fight UFC veteran, right? I mean, he's 18-5 overall, 6-4, and he has some pretty decent wins against Joe Selecki, which was most recently. That was a split decision win in October of last year, and Selecki is a pretty tough lightweight, so nice win for Flash Gordon there. And then he also absolutely smoked Danny Chavez, and everyone else that Flash Gordon has beaten is no longer with the UFC. And he does have 4 losses, but if we look at those losses, it's all very tough guys, right? He got finished by Carlos Diego Ferreira, got finished by Joaquim Silva, which admittedly was probably his worst UFC loss, and then he also lost to Charles Oliveira in a fight that for some reason was made. I don't know what the UFC was trying to accomplish with that one. I guess other than just a free W for Charles Olives, and they got him that for sure. And then most recently he lost to Grant Dawson, and that was a competitive fight. He ended up getting submitted in the 3rd round, and it was competitive, but definitely a clear victory for Grant Dawson. I mean, he was pretty much doing what he wanted to, although Flash Gordon was having his moments for sure. So he's very well-rounded. He's very tough. He's the former CFFC champ, and he even defended that belt against Bill Algeo, which is another solid pre-UFC win for Flash Gordon. And hell of a story for that guy, too. If you ever want to get inspired, take a look at his story. But nonetheless, taking on Leonardo Santos, and again, as mentioned, he's very old. He's like in his early 40s. He's had some pretty bad cardio issues of recent. I mean, he had an interesting fight against Clay Guida most recently in December of last year. He cracked him early. He was trying to finish the Carpenter, but Clay the Carpenter Guida isn't a dude who's just going to roll over and let you finish him. And after managing to survive in that first round, he ended up just kind of turning the tide, ended up getting a late finish of his own in the 2nd round. And we saw Leonardo Santos truly just empty the gas tank, had nothing left, and got finished as a result. And he also had some similar cardio issues against Grant Dawson in a fight where he was knocked out in the literal final second of the 3rd round. So a nice finish from Grant Dawson. But Leo had a great win streak before that, right? He was 18-3-1 overall, and he went on a fat unbeaten streak in the UFC, despite being as old as he is, right? He took out Kevin Lee, Adriano Martins, who is a bum, but did manage to finish Islam, which is kind of mind-blowing. And then also has a win over Stevie Ray. And he finished Stevie Ray, and Stevie Ray is winning back-to-back fights against Wheaties Box over in PFL. So what do you make out of this fight? Do you think that the old man is going to find a way to get this one done over Flash Gordon, or is Flash Gordon going to rebound off that recent setback and start a new win streak?
Yeah, this is an absolute gimme by the UFC. That's why Flash Gordon is a minus 300. I think that's pretty accurate. Maybe even a minus 600 would make more sense to me. Leonardo Santos, he's 42 years old. He's on his way out. This dude's kind of a bum. He's peaked. He's over. I think this is going to be light work by Gordon. He's going to be flashing all around, the galaxy, getting it done, light work, KO, and then Leonardo's probably going to go to BKFC.
I was going to ask you, how do you think that Flash Gordon gets this one done? Because we have seen Leonardo Santos get finished, right? I mean, most recently to Grant Dawson was by strikes, got submitted by Clay Guida, and he does have some BJJ skills, Flash Gordon, but I got to believe that it would be the power in his hands that would be the most likely way to finish Leo Santos if he is able to get a finish. Do you think are you pretty bullish on that finish, though? Because Tapology, 87% is rolling with Flash Gordon. Mostly all of it is beige for that decision, but about team for that round KO. Is that what you're bullish on?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the first, maybe 2nd round. I just don't see this going to decision. But depending on how these odds come out for the KO or the decision, I'm probably going to hammer one of those because I could see maybe it goes a grindy distance. I don't know. Like if the odds are juicy enough, I'll definitely throw a little stake on that. Just to sizzle. But I'm feeling a 1st round knockout. I hope there is a good odds for that. because I really see it being done pretty quick. I mean, I think I think he's peaking and this is his prime. Like, this is his time to shine. And I think for the next couple of years, we're going to see him really do some cool things.
Yeah, great insight. And yeah, Leo Santos, I mean, he turns 43 later this year. Flash Gordon is 33. So if there is a prime, it's probably going to be right about now. So I'm with you. I'm rolling Flash Gordon all the way for sure. If he is able to get an early statement finish, that would be pretty impressive for sure. But I do like the idea of maybe hammering the KO and checking out those decision odds, because if there's a pretty juicy little co-hedge opportunity for Flash Gordon at that decision spot, maybe that is some juicy meat for sure. But with you all the way, taking Flash Gordon, and I think this is going to be a banger, and I'm hopeful Flash makes a statement. So any last thoughts?
No, this will be a good one. Throw in the comments, boys, who you got, Santos or Flash Gordon. Also, make sure to smash that subscribe, and like the video, and check out the other ones.